So it's morning 3, good morning, and today we're doing a little yoga practice to get you going. Now if you've got a mat, you can use your mat, but you don't have to. If you haven't got a mat, you can sit on a blanket or just be on the carpet, on the floor, or on a rug, or whatever works for you today. If, like me, you're on a bit of an uneven floor, just make sure that when you're on seated that you're either all on the lower bit or all on the higher bit, so we're not all wonky, sitting half up and half down. And you can leave socks on today if you want to, or take them off if you're feeling nice and cozy. It's up to you. So to begin with, coming into any seat. So this can be cross-legged, you can take the legs out in front, you can just sit in like kind of loose Baddha-Konasana, or even in a kneeling pose. We're just going to come into that position just to take a few breaths and find this alignment, just to take a moment to settle in. So, imagine that you can feel the weight of your sit bones, whatever position you're in, grounding you into the floor. And like when you watch a David Attenborough movie and they show the plants that uncurl in slow motion or fast motion, imagine that is your spine. So we're kind of curled up and we're hunched up, and then take a moment to imagine that we're opening up to the sun. We're finding that length through the spine, the shoulders are coming back, the head is reaching up towards the sky. We are waking up. If I shuffle around a lot today, by the way, it's because I've got the fire behind me. It's really nice and cozy, but it gets a bit hot sometimes. So take a moment to find that length, grow up to the sky. Imagine reaching the top of the head right up to the ceiling. Find that length and then get the shoulders back and down. Have a little fidget if you need to. Take a moment to get them really back together and then down the spine. When you're there, you may be arching a little, so just tuck in the lower ribs and come back to that length. Whatever position you're in now, just start to take a deep breath. Imagine breathing right down into your belly and then emptying everything out. Breathe it in all the way down, fill it up, and then empty everything out. Taking a couple more breaths. Taking a moment to bring the hands together. Pressing each fingertip together, the palms, the back of every knuckle. So none of this kind of curled fingers. Press them together firmly. And then send the elbows out side to side and get the shoulders back and down. Connect with this sensation, this firm pressing together of hands. And again, find the length. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to reach the palms up to the sky. Spread the fingers wide, palms facing each other as if you're holding a big beach ball. Reach it up. Pull the thumbs back slightly, feel this opening across the chest, and still shoulders come back and down. Looking up between the hands. And breathe. Nice and deep. One more big inhale, reach. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the floor in front of you. Now whether they're here or all the way out here, doesn't matter. Take a moment to find the length. Always the chest open, always the shoulder blades squeezed together. Each inhale feels that length. Each exhale allows you to come over a little further without hunching. We don't want to hunch. Feel that activation through all the muscles in the back. Tilt the pelvis back. Notice the difference in the stretch through the hips. Cross-legged, obviously. If you're kneeling or doing something different, you're going to get a slightly different sensation, but you're still going to feel it when you do that pelvic tilt. Even in a kneeling position, keeping the spine straight and tilting the pelvis. So whatever option you've chosen, you can stick with it or you can change. Find that length in the spine And then we're going to walk the hands around to one side. So again, it doesn't matter what seated position you've chosen, stay in that position. Try and find some length still, feeling the stretch through the opposite side of the body. Chest is open, both hands press firmly. And then we walk back through middle and take the hands over to the other side. And there's nothing wrong with taking a little shuffle around if things get in your way and you can't get into the right position. That is at-home yoga. And then again, whatever position you're in, cross-legged or kneeling or Baddha Konasana, just allow this kind of slump through the back. Allow the release now of the muscles through the back. Breathe nice and deep. And then from there, we're all going to make our way onto all fours. So taking a moment, shifting out of your seated position. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. Hands are coming directly underneath the shoulders. Get this rotation, so the thumb and the first finger are pointing forwards on both hands. This means the upper arm bones can rotate forwards. Elbow pits shine forwards. Get that little tuck of the lower ribs long through the neck. Breathe. Tuck your toes under. Lift the knees for an inch or two. Hold. Create a little bit of heat. Lock the abdominals in. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the 1, we take the knees down, separate them wide to the edges of the mat. Toes together, send your tailbone back and reach the fingertips forwards. Keep that rotation through the upper arm bones. Keep reaching the fingertips forwards and then squeezing the shoulder blades down the spine towards your tailbone. Claw through the fingertips, bring yourself back up onto all fours. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under again. This time, so I'm going to turn so you can see me. We're going to lift up onto the toes into this kind of crouch position. Take a moment to have a little rock around. Take it side to side, forwards and backwards, stretching out through the feet, through the ankles. If you find a spot that's sticky, stay with that spot and work through it. Otherwise, walking the feet together so the ball of the big toes comes together. See if you can then bring the heels together as well. Lengthen up. Bring that alignment back from when we were seated, from when we were leaning forwards, and work on your balance. So if you're struggling to come up, particularly if you're on a heavy carpet, you're going to wobble a little bit more. That's fine. You can keep fingertips on the floor or put them on something to give you a little bit of support while you find this length. If you're feeling nicely balanced, take a moment to activate the outer glutes to open up through the knees. Find that length through the spine, elbows to the inside of the knees. Bring your palms together, again like we did at the beginning. Press firmly. Press the elbows into the knees and the knees into the elbows to open the hip, and then find that length. Tailbone rocks back, spine is long. Breathe nice and deep. Hold, or still working on your balance. If you need your fingertips on the floor, no shame in using your fingertips on the floor. Take a few more breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, we get to come out Bring the knees down, swing the legs to one side, take a moment to give your feet a little wiggle, give them a little massage, release some of that stress out of the feet just for a moment. Good. Now from here we're going to take one leg out long. In fact, I'll do this sideways. We're going to take one leg out long. Flex the foot so the toes are coming back towards you, and we're going to step the other foot across. We're taking a moment to bring the foot in a little bit, not so much that we're clinging on for dear life, but just a little bit, aiming to get the whole sole of the foot down into the floor. Take a little wiggle if you need to, get into position. Bringing opposite elbow to knee, so the other arm is free. We're going to reach it up. Inhale, sit up tall. As you exhale, we bring the arm as if we're reaching behind, trying to reach the back wall, but we're not leaning back. So we inhale up tall and then reach around behind, opening the chest to the side. Next inhale brings the arm up. And then use both arms to just hug that knee in, allow the spine to curl. And swapping sides, taking the other leg out long. Flex the foot, step the foot over and bring it back as far as feels comfortable for you. Abdominals are in, press the foot firmly down into the mat. Opposite elbow to knee. As you inhale, we lift and lengthen. Next inhale, we're going to reach up. As you exhale, we're going to take the arm behind as we rotate, as we open the chest. Reaching the fingers back, lengthening up. And next inhale brings the arm up and over as we hug the knee in. Good, releasing it off. Unwind, take both legs out and give them a little shake. From there we're going to bring the feet down onto the mat so that the feet are about hip distance apart. Take a moment to just fold over. Allow the chin to tuck down. Hands can rest near the feet. They can come back. They can rest palms up, however feels right for you. Take a moment to allow that curl through the spine. Notice how your body feels. Imagine that you can feel all the muscles down the back kind of stretching off and letting go all the way up towards the shoulders. Feeling that release through the neck and through the shoulders. And feeling the support of the earth underneath you, this solid foundation. Notice the sensation of your breath, this contraction and this attempt at expansion, but we're kind of squished in a little bit. So we've got that little bit of pressure on the belly as you breathe. Notice that, connect with that sensation. And then maybe we take the hands and we actively hug the knees in, getting that extra bit of stress and that extra bit of kind of self-love, you know, self-care. Just give yourself a little hug. Taking a couple more beats. Hug it in. Maybe taking a little rock from side to side if that feels good for you. And you can stay here for a bit longer, or releasing it off, going about the rest of your day. Thank you for joining me again. Namaste, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.